everybody. James here with the morning after. And joining me today, we got Rod.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Not much.
Hey,
Not much.
James, what are you doing on my bed?
Hold on.
Who do you have in my house, James? What are you doing in my
I
house?
told you it was a crazy night. It's the morning after. This is what we do.
All right. So what are we here to talk about?
Man, you remember we got that SoulCalibur
Oh, that's right, SoulCalibur V.
up all night playing that bad boy, and now we just want to give you guys a little first impression, what we've been through for the past 24 hours.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's start out with the story, Rod.
What did you think about it?
It was okay. The story was all right. It almost felt like sort of a chore at times because of the limited numbers of characters you could deploy as, and maybe just Patroclus wasn't my fighting style. But
yeah, I kind of don't like how they forced you to play as a specific character. Like, I understood why, because, obviously they want to tell us one story. You have to play as that character from that perspective. But I don't know if that works so much for
a fighting game.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the presentation didn't help too much either. When I was expecting cutscenes, I get storyboard with voiceovers.
Oh yeah. If you like still pictures and voiceovers, you'll love this game. So it's like basically reading a book.
Yeah.
Reading's not bad, but we're playing games for a reason.
Little scream.
So, but there are some cutscenes in this, like some actual CG cutscenes, which admittedly are pretty nice.
Yeah.
Like I really like them actually.
When those do pop up, I think like in between chapters, maybe like every couple chapters.
Yeah.
Out of 20, it's a really nice touch. It's a good look. I enjoy watching it.
I actually thought that the story kind of got somewhat interesting in the end, towards that end, because you got longer cutscenes.
Yeah.
And I actually kind of liked the narrative behind it. I just don't think the execution was the best.
Mm-hmm.
Like we really get some of our exposition. Like every chapter, there are I think 20 chapters in this story mode. Yeah. And each one starts with, a storyboard like cutscene and maybe, and a gameplay segment. You get a gameplay segment, and then at the end of that, if provided that you win, you get another storyboard sequence, maybe with some CG interspersed somewhere in there. So it all plays out pretty similarly. And most of the time you're playing as Patroclus, but occasionally you get control of like a couple other characters. But like James said, it's an interesting idea. We're just not sure if it works for this format.
But, it's not always about the story. It's not about the story at all in fighting games, really.
Oh.
It's about that gameplay.
It is.
And that's really the highlight here. It's where you spend all your time, really. The arcade mode kind of left me out to dry, because usually when you do arcade, you get a little intro story, and then you get the ending cutscene. Just kind of wrap up the 6 battles you just had. You don't get that.
It kind of ties everything together,
Yeah, I didn't ask for it, but it was just nice to have a little closure at the end. But you don't even get that in this one. You just get the what's this called? The leaderboard.
You just get the fights. That's basically all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's 6 consecutive stages. Like it's staged like an arcade, but you don't get any of the story. So, I don't know. I wasn't really liking that. Because it's like, what are these other characters doing in this game?
They're
I don't
just
know.
kind of weird, because they weren't in the story mode. They were just kind of popped up.
Yeah, I think you get like not even a fourth of the characters in this game in the story mode. So it's like, why? Like, what are these people doing here? And I don't think they give you that information like anywhere else in the game, as far as we know.
I haven't found it yet, because I would really like to know why Ezio's in here.
Yeah, that's the most puzzling thing to me. It's like, wouldn't that be important to explain his presence?
No, I'm just on the sides, and I do with the things, and I come in and I stab people and I leave. Back to Firenze, and that's what he does.
Stepping into time warps and whatnot. But, we've got arcade mode here, we've got quick battles, and we've got versus battle. Now, I'm not sure what the difference was between quick battle. I think in quick battle you can earn titles and such. I think are really cool to get, because, it's kind of staged like Street Fighter 4, where you can customize your profile and whatnot, so you can get that by playing quick battle.
True.
And you've got a really detailed training mode. What did you think of the training mode, James? I thought this was really awesome.
I think a lot more fighting games actually need this.
Yes.
It walks you through a couple basic combos, a couple specific moves, and it tells you their properties and how you would use them in a normal battle. Like,
exactly.
It'll be like, this move is an OTG. and you would use this, follow up with this move, make for a good, it's a quick move, it has nice reach, or it has horrible reach, it's safe off a block, it's good for a counter, all this good information that you can take with you onto the online.
Exactly. And you know the one thing about this training mode I truly loved was the fact that when you go into the move list, you can see any move in the game, whether it's like a 1-button move or 15 buttons.
So you know if you're doing it right.
Exactly. I think that you said it perfectly, James. Every fighting game needs something like this.
Take notes, everybody. Namco's doing it right.
They really are. I also love the standardized take that Namco takes with fighting games with when they have the buttons show up at the bottom.
Right.
I just think it's brilliant.
The input is necessary.
Exactly. It really is. So you know what you're doing and if you're doing it right. I think that's great. And of course you've got your other things like, you can set the 2-player dummy up, to record. All the other trappings of fighting games are here. So.
Did you know you can even make them do their own moves?
No.
Yeah, I did that on accident. I was scrolling through and I found you can make them do their own moves.
I didn't even know that. Wow, that's cool.
So you can train against, if your opponent's been killing you with the same maneuver over and over again, you can learn where to counter, where to dodge, how to block. It's cool.
Yeah, that's really neat, actually. Yeah, I gotta go try that.
Exactly. So I'm gonna spend all that time in the labs. I just think it's boring, but this is probably one of the best training modes I've ever seen.
Totally agree with you there, man. Totally agree. There's another mode on here, actually. Have you played it? It's called Legendary Souls.
I have not yet touched that. The way it sounded like the Tower of Souls from the last game, where you fight these superpowered versions of characters.
Yes, it's pretty much like that. I played about two fighters and I had to quit because it was hard. So I'm not good at this game yet. I'm playing for the first time on stick, so I'm trying to get used to everything. But yeah, the Legendary Souls mode, I'm not sure if you unlock titles and stuff, but you can definitely increase your player level, which actually is tied to your profile, and I'm level 9 actually, and you can unlock more equipment and such for the Create a Soul mode.
And that's what's keeping me going, really. I love unlocking new items.
Because, obviously you can do so much in Create a Soul. I've seen James has a Piccolo.
Yeah.
And a Kid Goku, which looks so cool.
I just worked on that Yoshi we were talking about.
Oh, you were?
He's here. He's in.
Yeah, we were playing on online, and I picked Lizard Man, or Aeon in this game as he's called, and he looks exactly like Yoshi, or he has Yoshi-like properties. He's a lizard. He spits fire. He can fly. He has wings.
It's perfect.
It's perfect. It's so good.
So now I have a new reason to play Aeon. I'm happy about that. I mean, this training mode, it gives you a nice, well-rounded look into your characters. The creator character makes you want to learn new movesets, especially if you're basing on characters you already know and like. But once you've done all that, you've handled the offline, how do you jump on the Xbox Live? How is that playing?
I have actually spent about an hour and a half, maybe an hour on online, and there's a really cool mode on there called Global Coliseum, or Coliseum, something like that, where it puts 50 players in a room, and and you're represented as cards. And you can move that card around closer to another player's card and challenge them. And there's a huge a text chat that you can participate in.
That's new, and I love that.
Yes, that is super cool. You can also, just make lobbies within the 50 players. I think up to 8 people, 6 or 8 people, lobbies. And, I thought it was really cool. Did you mess with any of that?
I didn't get to the Global Coliseum. I just did a couple player matches, jumped in a few lobbies. And
how was the network working for you?
I think it's working wonderfully. The way you can set up your player cards, you can set your region and set it down to even which coast you're on. You can set a specific spot, and so the game will search out people that are closer to your region to make sure you always have a good connection.
Yeah.
And then when the connection goes bad, I love this. The game recognizes it, will drop the match, and nobody loses any points as far as the records go.
And it's seriously good stuff.
And it doesn't even kick you out of the lobby and send you back to a whole new server. It'll start you back in the same lobby, so you can just try it again instead of having to go through that entire tiresome menu. So I like this online a lot. This has got a lot of cool features that most fighting games should have. That all fighting games should have. What am I talking about?
Yeah. I think all games should have that feature right there.
All of them?
Yeah, all games. Any online game that needs...
I could see Call of Duty doing that.
Yeah, yeah. Like if you lag out, it doesn't punish you. Like Halo, I know Halo punishes you if you lag out of that. But yeah, I think that's a really cool feature. We've been talking all this time about this game. Have we actually explained the gameplay?
No.
It's the morning after. Give us a break, all right?
I'm sorry. Let me see.
But
you want to do the breakdown, or should I?
You know what? I'll let you take this away, man. Go ahead.
Okay. Basically, what you're getting here is a 3D fighter with weapons. So think Tekken with swords. If you played Tekken before, you move in the 8 directions. You have your horizontal attack, your vertical attack, your kick, and your guard buttons, and you use those combinations to beat your opponent into submission or death, or however it may be.
Whichever your preferred method is.
I mean, it's a fighting game. It's not too hard to explain.
I think the one cool thing about this game, and I mean, you're right. There's not a whole lot to explain, especially since this is the 5th iteration in this franchise. I think people do know what to expect. But if you haven't played before, I would say an interesting mechanic in this is that it focuses kind of like Tekken on a low, mid, high system.
Yes.
So you have your vertical attacks, which you can hit low, so that person will have to be blocking low, or you can hit mid or high. And high is, I don't think it's blockable if you crouch, so you can't crouch. So it's like, it's a very varied mechanic, and I really like it. But like you said, James, I mean, you're totally right. If you played SoulCalibur before, I would liken this game to SoulCalibur 4 with a mix of SoulCalibur 4's looks with SoulCalibur 2 gameplay, because it really does feel really, really fast.
It does.
The game feels like SoulCalibur 4 Turbo.
I like that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I really enjoy it, though. Like, a lot of the slower characters, I would say Astaroth is the only, like, really slow character. I can't think of it.
Nightmare is back up to speed like crazy.
Yes.
He's like a train.
He's like that train in Unstoppable, so.
It's not okay. I quit. Stupid Wesker. I mean, Nightmare. This is all fun and all. Oh, you know what? I forgot to mention the achievements, because a lot of you guys out there love to hunt for achievements.
Oh, yeah.
And I've actually found a couple. Some of them not so high scoring, but I just like the way that they sounded. And we got the alluring kaleidoscope. I would have never guessed how you would get this.
I like that. I think a Brave Edge is one of the newer mechanics, I think.
It is. It's almost like an EX attack from Street Fighter, if you will.
Uh-huh.
So like when you see your character power up and you get this sort of like flame effect, that's a Brave Edge usually.
Oh, okay. That's what that was. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm getting some of them confused, like critical edges and brave edges and all that other stuff. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of edges in this game.
It's a sword game. That's how it works.
It makes sense.
So if you land 100 of those brave edges, you get 10 gamer score or a bronze trophy. And this one I really liked, called the Lively Pub. It's not hard to maintain. It's not hard to gain, I mean. It's 5 gamer score, a bronze trophy. You just change the background music and options. It's literally that simple. Something that you might want to do anyway, because you don't like the music, you like the music, there you go. This one is exclusive to a specific character, Synchronized DNA. If you don't know what that's from, then you haven't played the games before. But if you use Ezio Auditori Differenzi in a player match, you have to go online and go to player battles. That is how you unlock 5 extra points and a bronze trophy.
It's as simple as that. You don't even have to win. You just gotta
use them.
So just pick them and stand there.
Basically, if you want the points that badly, you don't care about your record, there you go. But if you do care about those points and you want to go big, you want something that's going to stand out, you want that extra nice chunk of 100 points or that gold trophy, Conqueror of the Arena is for you. What you need to do is you need to get on Xbox Live, you need to go find yourself a nice lobby like the Coliseum, and win 50 times. Not in a row, so it's not difficult. Play the game. If you can't win 50 matches, then
you better do it now while there's a lot of people still learning the game.
A lot of noobs in the room.
In 2 months, this will be unobtainable.
I like that. Time limit. So step your game up, get on there. But man, there's not too much else I want to say now, because we have the review coming up, Roddy.
Oh, we do?
We do. We gotta stay tuned for our segment that we like to call When the Dust Clears. We're going to come back to this game, I would say, give it maybe Give it 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks to really let the Xbox Live build up and really let us get into the characters, and we can give you a full, detailed review of what we really think of this game, how it stands at the test of time. Assume we haven't traded it in already. I'm just saying, some games are stuck to that fate. That's just how it is.
So we should just make the article SoulCalibur V when the dust settles, and then in the body of the paragraph it just needs to say we traded it in. That's all you need to know.
The dust is still around. That's all we need to know.
I love it.
But yeah, while you're waiting on that, catch us weekly on GPR, Gaming Phoenix Radio, hosted by me and Josh. Or they can catch
should I watch that? Hopefully, actually, no, not hopefully. You guys will get an abbreviated Should I Watch That this week. It won't be as long, but there's a lot of stuff going on this weekend, so I probably won't have a lot of time. So, yeah, but I'm gonna put something out for you guys, and hope you guys enjoy it.
There we go. And in between time of that, we're trying to pump out once a week these little hype up videos and these When the Dust Settles, because there are a lot of games coming out. And it won't always be me, won't always be Rod. We're going to have the cast in rotation, these little previews for you. So stay tuned to the site, check out the articles, subscribe to us on Facebook, MediaBeast Network, follow us on Twitter, @MediaBeastNet. Email us, any ideas for shows, anything you want to see. We're working on walkthrough series, guides, tips, tricks. Who knows, I might even put a walkthrough, like a typed out walkthrough up. Who knows? So MediaBeast is trying to do big things. Stay on the site, MediaBeast.net. Stay tuned, guys, and we are out.